A day in the life of a nobody. A day in the life of a nobody.
I spend most nights kind of thinking about how I'm going to say to my mother, you're going to a home now. I'm going through all sorts of arguments in my head, things that I think might work, things that I know won't. And I know she will absolutely go berserk either way, whatever I say. The most frustrating thing, of course, is the fact that even if I think of a really good argument, like you'll find it stimulating, you might make some new friends, you'll have people there on hand to check that you're okay all the time. There's a hairdresser there, there's a pedicurist there. We'll know that you're safe, we'll be able to come and see you every day. You'll be stimulated, you'll have conversations, you'll tell people all about the wonderful life you've had, people who haven't heard it 5,000 times before, all of that. And you think, that's, it's an expensive care home, it's a very good one, it's top of the range, like going to a hotel, really. It's like luxurious. And you think, that's a pretty strong argument. But it matters, does it? Because you won't remember. So even if I go through that once, I'll have to go through that 50 times. And it will always be rejected as, you're putting me in a home, you just want to get rid of me, you just want my money. You haven't got any money. Why? Are you calling your father a rogue? It's just, there's no happy ending at all. And of course, there is also the fact that when she goes into a home, she won't be able to take her beloved Henry. This is her little dog that she has neglected sorely for about the last year and a half, because she forgets to let him out, she forgets to feed him. She's thrown him at the wall in frustration once, and the vet had to be called, and he had to have antibiotics, because obviously if you've been thrown at the wall, you must have antibiotics at great expense. So there's all of that, but you just feel like you're gaslighting her the whole time. That sort of constant nagging feeling of, she doesn't really believe me. She doesn't believe that there's anything wrong with her. She thinks she's okay. She doesn't remember asking me this 6 times in the last hour. She thinks I'm just being impatient. And also she has strangely accurate dreams. So she rang up just about half an hour ago. You're not putting me in a home, are you? Only somebody came to the door and told me you were putting me in a home. No, of course not. No, you're just coming here for Christmas. Am I moving before Christmas? No, you're just coming to see us for Christmas. And there is that side, of course, where you are lying because you're just placating. And you don't want to upset her, and you don't want to sort of get her agitated. So you do lie. And that, I suppose, enhances the overall feeling that you're doing something wrong. You're doing something bad to her. Because you don't want to, you don't want to upset her. You don't want to get her started on something she won't remember anyway. So, there's just so many pitfalls of the whole situation of somebody whose reality is slowly disappearing. She rang Gemma last night to check she had the right number for her. Well, you're talking to her on the number that you have for her. I've got 2 numbers, so I'm just checking this is the one. What's the other number you've got? Oh, no, I've got rid of that one. Right. Okay. I'm as fit as a fiddle for someone my age. You're not, but you can walk around still, yes. So it's the whole persuading herself and trying to persuade others around her that there's nothing wrong, that she would just come and it would just be lovely. She'd live in a little flat nearby with her piano and her dog, and everything would just be hunky-dory. And even if that was the case, which it isn't, it won't be, couldn't be, even if it was the case, it would last, what, a month, 2 months before she deteriorated further. But she has no concept of that. No concept. And no, there's also the thing about, I'm just a burden, I might as well kill myself. Obviously you don't say yes. Yes, you are a burden. You don't say that. But if she doesn't want to be a burden, why is she insisting on being a burden? I want to come and live with you. But that would be awful. And that would really burden us and make us responsible for keeping you fed with all the information you demand at every turn and allaying all the fears that are just bubbling up here all the time. We would just die from high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, from the stress induced by you living with us, but you don't care about that. You don't want to be a burden, but you absolutely insist on being a burden. You want us to justify, you want to kind of, what she wants is to go, no, it's nothing. Looking after you is nothing. Don't be silly. Not a burden at all. It's a huge burden. But she just wants us to make it all better and then come and live with us. So she doesn't have to feel any guilt for it. And it'll all be great. No, it won't be great. Ever. Yeah, it's the constant running conversations through my head and then remembering it just doesn't matter. Whatever I say, she's going to forget, and she's always going to go absolutely berserk when we roll up at a retirement stroke care home and have hysterics. And I mean, she will. I mean, my God, the things she's done in the past when she was apparently sane, I'm beginning to realise that she had mental health problems probably most of her life. All the headbutting the bathroom window, smashing in the bathroom door, things like that. Chasing me around the house with a cricket bat. Screaming at the top of her voice. I didn't really realise it before because to me it was just normal. My mother was just what I might call hysterical at times, and that was normal. But it wasn't normal, was it? I don't know. But she plays any card she can play. I'm all alone now, your father's gone. You will look after me, won't you? I'm trying to, but I can't do it on the terms you want.
And it would be so funny, it would be so funny if I had $1 for everyone. And it would be so funny, it would be so funny, a day in the life of a nobody. And it would be so funny, it would be so funny if I had